in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 34. 34. If you don't have the Gold Prayer Book, but you have a white binder, just turn to the first page with the daily prayers, and we'll chant Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra at the top of the page before the words daily prayers on page 34, 3 times. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Then down below, there's the word the four immeasurables. So let's read that in English one time. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. We'll turn the page to 37, and then you see four immeasurables chanting version, so we'll chant that. And if you have the white binder, it's just the words in Tibetan by the music notes. Senchen che dewa dong dewe gyu dong dem par ju chi dung ya don du ya gi gyu dong de war ju chi dung ya me pe de wa da mi de war ju chi ye ring cha dang ni dan de we tan yom la ne par ju chi. Then right below there are two mantras. It's Chenrezig's mantra, the Buddha of Great Compassion. So let's chant that 8 times. And then below that, Green Tara's mantra, the deity of enlightened activity. And let's chant that 7 times. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Okay. Okay, the children are welcome to go to their classes.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear? Oh, yeah. Maybe next few minutes we'll do single point meditations, single point meditation. And please try to place all your mental attentions on one single object, okay? You can use your breath in and out, focus on that. Then any mental image you can concentrate. So the the purpose of this meditation, single point meditations, of course, there's like temporary, like result. Then there's like the highest level of single point meditation is called shamatha or karma biting. So when you reach that level, so then result will be like physical pliancy, a lot of physical flexibilities, like happiness that produced by physical flexibilities will be very, very high. Then like mind, so mental pliancy. So that's the ultimate result of single point meditations. Ultimate result is physical pliancy and mental pliancy. The temporary result is how to make your mind calm and peaceful. Someday, so so we try. Okay, next couple of minutes, and we all try to see how single pointed meditations makes our mind calm and peaceful. So single refers to one object, not multiple objects. That's the another way to make your mind calm and peaceful. If you can concentrate in one single object, try to pull all your energy, mental energy, on that object. So then it will make your mind calm and peaceful. So next few minutes we'll try that. Okay. That's almost 2 hours. Maybe we'll do it again one more time. Okay, so rest a little bit, then do it again one more time. So during the single pointed meditation, what do we need? What we need, that's most one important things. What we need what we call introspections. Separate set of mind, observe whole meditations. If the mind start to wander, or maybe excited, so then need to bring back gently. Need to bring back on the focus. Then if the mind is on the objects, so then no need to analyze. No need to analyze. So but that separate set of awareness should be there, must be there, to absorb whole meditations. So minute mind start to wander, maybe you hear some sound, or maybe you remember something from last night, last week, or maybe wondering, did I lock my car? So they're like, and when your mind start to wander, they need to bring it back to object. So then see, then please, does it really make your mind calm and peaceful? So then see, then you can find out. You can find out. If you do single pointed meditation, then you can find out whether that's true or not. Okay, so maybe this time, we all do breathing meditation. Breathing, 21 breathing meditations. So that's like single pointed meditations. So you first exhale, then inhale, 1. So we are going to do this next couple of minutes, serious as we can be. So because it's for our mind, and we are here doing experiment. This meditation is experiment. Whether that makes my mind really come or not, we need to do meditation. That's the only way to find out. So I don't mean with this full of stress. I mean it's like I would say, do it well. We try to do it well. Okay. Exhale, inhale. So if you find out, that's also important. If you find out before meditations, so best is positive mind. Positive mind. That's the best state of mind to do any form of meditations. If not, neutral. Negative, disturbing mind, that's not good state to start meditations. So therefore, when we do breathing meditation, that also helps too. That's another purpose. Sit comfortably. So then watch your breath. Exhale, inhale. Each time you inhale, then count. Please count. 1. Exhale, inhale, count. That's 2. Exhale, inhale, that's 3. Okay. Do that, 21 times. 21 times and see how it goes. Then, as I said, so the separate awareness needs to be there. What we call introspections. Observe whole meditations. If the mind start to get excited or wander, they need to bring back to the focus. Okay, or maybe next few minutes. What do you think? Beneficial? Huh? You think it's beneficial? Yeah. Right.
Thank you, Geshe.
Oh.
That particular technique seems pretty unnatural to me. I started meditating, breathing in and out, and would label that one. And then I could rest in the out breath, and so sort of slowly meditate that way. Counting out and then in as one seems unnatural, like I'm swimming upstream. Is the purpose of that to really have to focus, really more focus than the other way? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So then, like, if you count, it's easy to recognize whether your mind is wandering or not, because you are very focused on counting 21. And if you like say, okay, if you exhale, inhale, maybe first 1, then 2, then 3, so then you exhale, then you say 4, that's wrong. Right? You inhale, you count. So there's a way to identify whether your mind is really focused or not. Make sense? Then you count. That's why you count. Otherwise, like, and we do breathe 21,000 times a day. We breathe in and out 21,000 times a day. Are we aware even 21 times? Not. It's not like we don't breathe, we do breathe. So now the counting, of course the 21 breathing meditation, the counting is very important, very important. You count in and out. But at the beginning, you kind of like exhale forcefully, then inhale, forcefully. Eventually it has to be very natural, because we do breathe. It's very simple, easy to learn. And it serves two purposes. One is like, what you call Sesame Street. You heard of Sesame Street? It seems like there's many of them. Is there only one or there's many? Oh, there's many. The one that, so maybe. One that you show me, what is that called?
Ernie borrows a vacuum cleaner.
Are you familiar? Ernie Bernice?
Ernie borrows a vacuum cleaner.
Ernie borrow vacuum cleaners.
Maybe you can tell the story.
I don't remember. It's kind of like 15-minute long stories. Maybe so very interesting. There's no person. There's two puppets talking. Before anything happened, there's so many things happening. There's so many stories. Before borrowing the vacuum cleaner, this whole thing is about borrowing vacuum cleaner from the neighbors. And before that, you make up all the stories. Not nice stories, all the worst case scenario stories. So that's like, then 21 breathing meditations to stop that mind to create stories. We call namtok. Tibetan word called namtok. It's not, like they are saying, if you live with a chain of namtok, there's not just one, many, then there will be no happiness, because that not just one, chain, many, like chain here. So the 21, there are from different kinds of difficulties people experience. Some people has more problem with the, so mind, they start to create stories all the time. So then 21 breathing meditation serve to help you to minimize the stories, or the TV show, Sesame Street TV show. And not just that, also help you to improve your concentrations to serve true purpose. Some people has a lot of problem with attachments, so this particular meditation is dedicated for that. Some people has problem with the pride, so there's certain meditation is dedicated for that to help. So this 21 breathing meditation is dedicated for that, how to minimize or stop, so that namtok or maybe mental stories, not necessarily always is. 99 is kind of like negative, stories. The mind just created. Then way to stop that, then concentrate on your breath. So the second, to stop to improve, develop your concentrations. The more your concentration, your focus become better, the calmer the mind is going to be. The mind is going to be more calm and peaceful. So how we know? We need to do meditations. Then that's how we know, how we can tell whether it's work or not. We need to do. We don't need to do. When we do, so then do it well. So otherwise, it's just a waste of time. So as I said, before you do any meditation, if you find out your mind is kind of disturbed, then you exhale forcefully, like forcefully. Then imagine that that disturbing thought goes out of your body, then out of the house, then out of the universe. When I say that, what do you think? When I say exhale forcefully, imagine your disturbing thought goes out of your body, out of the room, out of the universe. What do you think? What do you think? What we think it matters. Imaginations, yeah. What we think does matter. Imagining is important. So that is, as I said last Sunday, be present, be within, be present, like, not just you, all of our life, including myself, all of our life, like very much caught up with the memory of the past, and like too much of them, just worry about the futures. Future, we don't know. Generally speaking, I'm not saying that nobody knows, but there are some highly realized beings, probably they do know. There's a different level of concentration. If you develop, it allows you to see 500 past, 500 before. So there's no exception. Generally speaking, future is unknown. Past is past. It's gone. Nobody going to see. It's gone. What we have today, present, this is what we have. So then being present, what Shanti Deva said, like, Milam nyamzo nyowashis. Milam is dream. It's like dream. So all kinds of things happen in the dream. When you wake up, it's just memories. While you're dreaming and you think it's just really serious, it's kind of like vivid, real, and all kinds of emotions rise. The minute you wake up, it's just memory. I'm just repeating here. I'm not just making this up. Shantideva said, like around 7th century, many centuries ago, you can read the books. It's already translated in English, called Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. Milam nyamso nyuwashi ngubokanda kangchebas. Whatever you did, jobs or vacations, like school, whatever you did, like traveling, do all kinds of things, which people do, ubo kangda, kangchebas, whatever you have done, you did, Milam Nyamso Nyuashi Mubokanda Kancheba Tede Tembe it's become like memory. It just become like memory, like dream. When you wake up, it's just memory, you know. Tede Tembe then it just become part of the memory. So thereby Tamje Tominjus, all the past nobody could see. It's just part of the memory. There's nothing to see. You know, just remember that. What you see now, that's what you see. Future, you don't see. Generally speaking, you don't see. It does not mean does not mean should not think about future. It doesn't mean like that. Should not worry. Should not worry about futures, you know. Because there's nothing we can do. The Shantideva says, if there's something you can do while you worry, just do it. You know? If there's nothing you can do while you worry, you know? If there's something you can do, you just do. You know? If there's nothing you can do while you worry. It's all about mind. So therefore, you know, these 21 breathing meditations to how to be present or be within. Be within, be present. Oh. So, so then counting is to help you to define whether you are concentrating or not. But that does not mean that you have to count. You have to count. The point is to longest your mental energy is there, so then probably no need to count. That's most important. That's most important. Huh? Yeah, that's most important. Placing all your mental energy onto one single object. Longest your mind, all mental energy is on breathing, then no need to worry about counting them. You know. Counting them, and then make sure that there's separate set of awareness, absorbing entire meditation process. What we call technically is called introspections. Introspections, you know. So same like walking at the park with the friends. You are aware of the friends' conversation. At the same time, you are aware of the path. Otherwise you probably step on friend's feet. Then that's not good. So you are aware of person, friend, and the path, like that. You're entirely looking, like that, like kind of like bird view. The mind awareness, like watching. So if you mind start to wander or get excited, usually excitement mind caused by some form of attachment. That causes excitement mind. Wonder mind is not necessarily caused by attachment. It could be caused by anger or pride or all kind of things. But excitement mind mainly caused by some form of attachments. So then it goes round and round. Then you just guys go with the flow. Then you're sitting. Then it's what I call chicken meditations. You just sit like chicken by mind. The elephant is long gone. Elephant, there's no mind. There's like elephant. It's gone. It's not here. You're just sitting there. So then, like squirrel, they can sit much better than we do on the small branch. Put their tail on their head. Sometimes they go like this. Not long time. Then they all kind of things. So so this is just sitting. This is not meditation. It's just sitting. This is just called sitting, sitting positions. If the elephant is gone, then there's no meditation. There's no meditation. Doesn't matter how serious you look from outside, the elephant is in walking around the flea market, looking for something. So that's why need to tie elephant like mind, need to tie that on object, one single object. Then see, people you here in America, people like to do experiment. So then good, so you can find out whether that makes your mind calm or not. Okay. So then, when you become good at this breathing meditations, then you can combine that meditation with giving and taking practice. Giving and taking practice. Wonderful practice. This is one of the beautiful practice. Giving and taking. Tong len. Then when you exhale, and you exhale out of loving kindness. See? You exhale all the goodness, you exhale all the goodness. Oh. So there's one song, imagine there's no world, there's no country. Oh, imagine what we imagine doesn't matter. Oh. So this tolerant practice, like imagining, just when you exhale out of loving kindness, you are sending all your 3 times merit, makes sense? Merit, positive energy that you created by saying something nice, or doing something nice, thinking something nice. That's called gyawa. Result will be happiness. That's called merit. Result will be happiness. Or saying something negative, hitting people, doing physical something negative, thinking something negative. Result, suffering. Action doesn't matter. Action doesn't matter. That's why people, so action is like a wild wave, and then powered by disturbing thought. Then it has negative impact on everybody. Huh? Not one single being in samsara is there's no one single being in samsara has happy all the time. It's impossible. It's impossible. That sounds good, but doesn't sound good. But that's the reality. So you can't be happy all the time. You cannot be happy. That's the reality. You cannot be happy all the time. That's the reality. We need to accept that. Accept. If you want to be happy all the time, you need to liberate yourself. You need to liberate yourself from the disturbing thought. You need to liberate yourself from disturbing thought. Then that is ultimate happiness. Because there's no more disturbing thought, then why you get unhappy? There's no reason. See? So that's easy to say than done. Easier said than done. In this case, I'm the one who's saying it. You are also welcome to sit here to say the same thing. So, this is important because there's many unrealistic expectations. One day you are happy, one day you are not happy. What is that? That is the nature of samsara. Not being like you are doing something negative or something wrong. Not just you, everybody else. There's reason why you should show compassion. There's a ground for that. Because everybody's going through something every day. Not just you, everybody. Billionaire president of the United States, newborn child, between that, all of them. The businessman, CEO, all of them. Doesn't mean when you become CEO, doesn't mean that you liberate yourself from disturbing thought. No, not at all. You could live in the cave in Dharamsala, middle of nowhere. You have full of joy in your mind. But physically there's nothing much. So, so there's nothing wrong. I want to be happy. Yeah. So now question is how? How you can be happy? How? How I want to be my mind to be calm and peaceful. Now question is how? Maybe I'll go to Herister, maybe I say, what do you call? Yeah, have a drink. There's another way, there's a couple of shots. That's American way of saying a couple of shots. How long you need to do that? How long? And when? How often you need to do that? Now you know this is only like one time a year. That's not bad. That's not that bad. I will also do the same thing. If there's a once a year, I will do the same thing. Couple of shots help. Life is, sorry to say, that's the reality, but life is not going to be happy all the time. Even though somebody says, oh, you are going to be happy all the time. No, it's not true. It's not true. You know, so as I said, if you are seriously thinking about, oh, I want to be happy all the time, liberate yourself from disturbing thought for good. So then there will be no problems. There will be no more problems. Oh. That doesn't mean, oh, we never will enjoy happiness. We do enjoy happiness, but that's most important and the best way to do this through mind. So much happening because of mind, not because of physical body. Physical body, how often you get like physical problems, and there's a lot of solutions. But here, a lot of things happening, but not many solutions. So many aisles in the grocery store, Sam's Club, Costco, BJ, Food Line, Harris Theater, Trader Joe. Oh my, there's so many of them. So many. Easily to go there. There are many aisles, all dedicated. Is there anything for mind? Is there anything for mind? No. But you are fully capable. You are fully capable to solve that by thinking. Okay, think is about it. So going back to the breathing meditation. So you can combine that with giving and taking practice. Breathe out of loving kindness and breathe in out of compassion. Then that's called Tonglen practice. You send. You send out of loving kindness. Then you take out of compassion. So the taking part is a little bit complicated. So you can just give. You can just give. Breathe out of loving kindness. When you think about the 6 perfections, the first perfection is called perfection of generosity. Doesn't mean that when you're practicing that doesn't mean you can eliminate all the hunger in the world. Everything happening based on reason. Yeah, this is a very noble thought. Oh, I'm going to eliminate all the hunger in the world. This is a very noble thought. Reality is a little bit different. Reality. That doesn't mean you cannot think. There's like just sitting there, my 3 times marriage, my body, my positions, all of that. You are just imagining, transforming those into. If somebody needs water, you just transform that into water. If somebody needs clothes, you are transforming that into clothes. If somebody needs shelter, you need to transform that into shelter. That's how this first preparation practice has been done. It doesn't mean like you go to places and try to give them. It's not like that. You just sit there and just imagining. Out of loving kindness, your 3 times marriage, your body, your possessions, you are transforming that into whatever they needed, water, shelter, food. You just imagine that. That's called Tonglen practice. Okay, just want to share that with you. Then, sorry that today this introduction took a little more time. So now, please, would you mind to introduce yourself to each other? Sorry, that's a little bit late. you. Lot of obstacles, the mic. Can you hear? Thank you.
Maybe talking about single pointed concentration or else about Tonglen. And I suppose you could be discussing the benefits, if you've done it, the challenges, if you haven't done it, questions you have about doing it. So, did you want in small groups, Geshe, or to pass the mic around? Okay, so maybe 4 or 5 people in a group, and so yeah, just break into small groups. Are people clear about the topic? Have ideas about things to discuss? No. Okay, I can say it again. So for single-pointed concentration, you could talk about the benefits of it or challenges you have if you try it, or if you haven't tried it, questions you have about doing it. And then same for Tonglen, the taking and giving practice. The benefits of it, challenges you have if you're doing it, questions you have if you haven't tried it. Yeah. And I'll walk around if you have questions too. So, and Lama Wa. Yeah, we'll both make the rounds if you have questions. So just break into maybe 4 or 5 people and we'll talk for a little bit. No, there's no. So it's fantastic discussions going on, the bits and pieces that I heard. So does anybody have anything they want to share from their group?
Hi. The biggest advice I've ever had, the best advice I've ever had for meditating is actually from Andre, who is here, or isn't here today, but usually is just to have compassion for yourself while you're breathing. You know, if you get off track, have compassion for yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And another thing was to identify the things that are distracting us, such as a dog barking. Okay, you identify it and say, okay, that's a dog barking, back to breath. Instead of ignoring it, where that takes up so much energy and you're beating yourself up because you hear it and you want to focus on the breathing, but yet there's a dog barking. So for him to explain to me, you know, just identify it. Say, okay, that's a dog barking. Let's go back to, you know, meditating. Let's go back to the breath. Let's go back to thinking about what we really need to be doing. And that has helped tremendously for just keeping focused on the breath and just, you know, making sure that you have the best intentions for your meditation also. But that's it.
Invariably, things would get in the way. I would lose concentration. I'd get sidetracked to something else, which would lead to something else. And I've had projects sitting on the shelf for years before I would ever get back to them. Boy, talk about organization. But recently I've developed a sense that I really need to organize myself. Oh, I'm great at organizing things, helping other people to organize their lives. My own life has been, well, that's a different story. But as I ponder my own organization, my own importance of what I need to do, and I'm not talking about pridefulness or anything like that, it's just that each one of us have something important that we need to do in our lives if we have the time, energy, and focus to accomplish it. So for myself, I finally come to realize that if I don't take care of what I need to do, the rest of my life is going to be like my past leading up to this point, and I'll still be messed up. And I don't mean messed up, you know, completely. It's just, it would really be nice to be able to accomplish something that I know I need to do. And I've just really struggled with that. But coming here, I just want to express my gratitude. I really have a sense of peace. It's like a haven through what I've been experiencing the last few weeks, and even what little I've caught here this morning, I see it as a great benefit for what I can take with me and use it to move forward with the balance of my life. So I appreciate that. So thank you very much.
T6, 246. And if you have the white binder, just it's on the back of that page. So it's the page that you were reading from. And we'll read the dedication from Master Shantideva, 246. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Good morning. A couple of quick announcements. If you're a visitor and would like to learn a little bit more about the center, we have a visitor orientation and Q&A coming up, and it'll meet in the back of the Kadampa. Steve Hale here will be answering your questions. Also, you'll see we have this beautiful altar of offerings to the 21 Taras. We had Tara practice here last night, and if anybody would like to help take that down this morning, that would be really wonderful, and I can get you started. Also, Geshe spoke a little bit this morning about the mind of giving, developing that mind of generosity that wants to turn everything we have, our merit, our wealth, our property, into whatever others need. And we can't literally, of course, at this time, stop all hunger. We can't stop all disease. We can't save all lives. But we do have an opportunity next month to do something very practical that is of benefit to others. And as our offering to His Holiness on his birthday, July 6th, we're hosting here at Kadampa Center a blood drive. So between 2 and 6:30 in the afternoon, there's an opportunity to give blood, and we're going to have the beds right here in the Kadampa so we can be in the presence of our spiritual inspiration while we are making that offering to help others. So the information you need to register online, and I encourage you to be part of this, and we can then tell His Holiness when he comes in October that we made this offering for him. So thank you. That's a great question. The question was, if you can't physically be here on that day, can you donate elsewhere and dedicate it to our drive? I'm going to ask the Red Cross about that, because that's an excellent question. We would love to make it as convenient as possible. So we'll find out about that and let you know. Thank you. Can anybody come? Like, can we ask friends? Oh, yes. Another good question. Can we ask our friends and family and neighbors? And yes. Yes, please.